I'm Christine. Welcome to Book Talk. This month I've been working with Random House, and today we are discussing A Shadow Bright and Burning by Jessica CLUESS. I just finished A Shadow Bright and Burning. So if you don't know, A Shadow Bright and Burning was a cool new twist on the Chosen One story. It reads really quickly. It tells the story of Henrietta, and she's the first female sorcerer to be found in ages, like 300 years or something, in a world where there are sorcerers, magicians, and witches. It's a really cool mythology. Like, I really love the world. Sorcerers are really well respected, and they work for the queen, and it takes place in Victorian times, which is really cool. I kept getting Clockwork Angel vibes. I love Clockwork Angel, so I very much enjoyed those vibes. And there are magicians who are looked at as dirty thieves and scum, and witches who are killed. So it's a depressing hierarchy. Henrietta comes along. She's living in this small town, and it's discovered that she's a sorcerer, and there's this prophecy that there will be a female sorcerer, and she will save England from the horrors of the ancients. So the sorcerers swoop in, pick up Henrietta, bring her in to train her, and there's this whole discrepancy amongst the other sorcerers and even within Henrietta about whether or not she actually is the chosen one that is supposed to fulfill this prophecy. There are so many times where she doubts herself, the people around her doubt her. It's really hard to succeed in an environment full of doubt like that. I really enjoyed the other characters. The other sorcerers were all super interesting. I feel like this series has so much potential. It's told in the past tense, which was different. There's not many fantasy books that I've read that are told in past tense like that, and it kind of took me a little bit to get used to it, but it made it read very quickly. So there were like pros and cons about it for me. It set up everything really well. I'm curious now as to whether or not it's just a duology, because so many books are duologies this year, or if it's setting up for a longer series, because it feels like it could be a longer series. I think my favorite part of A Shadow Bright and Burning was learning how the magic worked. It's very different. The sorcerers use a stave, which is kind of like a wand, but it's more, I picture it more like a wooden sword type of a thing, except fancy with like carvings on it. You'll see when you read it. But like magicians don't. They have certain items, like a magician's box and stuff. The big bad in this book are the ancients, and they were really different too, because they're not humanoid. They're kind of like demons that were accidentally let into our realm that are wreaking havoc mindlessly across the country, and there are 7 of them, and they're 7 different disgusting monsters. So I'd give A Shadow Bright and Burning a 4.2 out of 5 stars. I'm not absolutely in love with it yet, but I'm on board. Like, I'm on the train. Like, I want to see where we're going. I love Henrietta as a lead. I love how strong she is in this world where women are very much looked down upon. I think that's gonna be it for my non-spoilery section for A Shadow Bright and Burning. If any of this sounds interesting to you, go ahead, pick it up, read it, and come back and we can discuss it together in more detail. Okay? Bye, non-spoilery folk. Goodbye. Bye. Okay, the thing I think I liked least about A Shadow Bright and Burning, because I didn't say this in my non-spoilery section because it's spoilery, is Rook. I just like didn't like him. I don't know why. Henrietta is kind of in love with him. He's definitely in love with her. Henrietta's got multiple love interests going on, which I enjoy. There's like 3, including Rook. I feel like he's kind of a lost cause at this point. It looks like he's going over the line of evil, non-human demon. But also, I just was never charmed by him. He felt like a bird and he was holding her back. I didn't see him doing anything nice for her that made me think that he was good, that I liked him. Like, I have no reason to like him. And his shadow thing creeps me out. It's really scary. Myself, I'm privy to Magnus and Blackwood. I like both of them. Magnus is that charming, flirty boy who kind of flirts with everyone, but he is giving special attention to Henrietta. He definitely likes her more than he is letting on, but he is engaged, but she definitely feels something for him. Like, there's a spark there. And he's a feminist, and I love that. There's more to him than just like this flirty, charming boy. He is strong, and he is capable, and he is badass, and he is caring, and he is funny, and just he's a giant flirt, and he's engaged. That's the things that we got to deal with there. But right now, I think I'm leaning toward Magnus. I do like Blackwood, but I feel like they might be related. I'm just getting this weird feeling that their relationship will be the brother and sister relationship, and Magnus is going to be the relationship that kind of gears more towards the romance side of things. On his stave, he makes that comment about how there's ivy on her stave, and there's ivy on his stave, and it's a very rare thing. It's in the Blackwood family. Ooh, and the way they interacted felt brother-sistery, and the fact that his sister immediately took to her. His sister was really fun. I love how she loved being yelled at because no one yelled at her when they were doing the dress shopping. And while they were dress shopping, Blackwood was kind of flirting with another girl there. I don't know, that felt very brotherly to me. And she's also going to live in his house. That's also a brotherly thing. Magnus isn't gonna be there. Distance makes the heart grow fonder, all that jazz. Now, as far as her father, at least twice, Hargrove or McKilmus trying to tell her about her dad, and she doesn't get to hear it. Right now, I'm seriously considering the idea that her dad might be Realm, who is one of the ancients, but he's the only humanoid ancient, and he keeps visiting her in his dreams and reaching out to her and not really hurting her, but being weird about it. Maybe he was once a human, and he's gotten morphed into this being by whatever magic he dabbled into. His specialty was also fire, and Realm looks like he doesn't have any skin, right? You could see his muscles and his veins and shit. What if he burned off his skin being fiery, doing something? 'Cause fire, I feel like it's gotta mean something that he's the only one that looks human, and that he keeps visiting her in her sleep. Agrippa was the biggest surprise for me, that he was going to give her up at the end. And I like that he had a change of heart and he felt really bad about it, but I can't believe he said all those things about women and how they can't be trusted with power because they're ruled by their emotions. That hurt, man. I trusted you. I'm really glad Hargrove is okay. I really loved his character too. I think he was so interesting and his powers were so cool. He can put his being into inanimate objects and pop out of them. And I wonder how he's gonna play in. And the idea that she's picked now to be a sorcerer and she can't do magician things, that sounds weird and restrictive in a weird way that I don't think they should be able to restrict her, you know? Because you can't just shut off being a magician and a sorcerer. She's more powerful because she's a magician and a sorcerer. She should be able to use all the tools in her arsenal to defeat this big bad that's destroying your country. Why would you want her to limit herself like that? That opinion's very much stemming just specifically from McKilmus and the witch that opened up the portal and let the ancients in. But like, it sounds like Blackwood's father led that parade. He needed them to access this dark magic. I don't know, it's all very sketchy. It feels like the sorcerers have chosen to frame the witches and the magicians as scapegoats for this horrible thing that they did that messed up the entire world. Another character I really enjoyed was Fenswick. It's really weird that there are fairies and other sorts of magic going on in this world, but we really don't delve into that much at all. I really appreciated how Henrietta went out of her way to try to make Fenswick feel comfortable. He kind of, I just see Dobby or Creature. I see Creature, not Dobby. He feels like more of a creature personality, but I see a house elf when I imagine him. I like that he has such an important role in their lives. He's their doctor. I don't know how it works with him working for them. It seems like he's not treated very well, but I'm assuming he's paid. I don't know what the pros of him of being there are, if he's not paid or if he's, I hope he's not their slave, like an actual house elf. There's a whole class system going on with that as well, it seems like. I just feel like this was a fantastic foundation for this world. I'd love to hear your thoughts, who your favorite character is, how you're feeling about the relationships like Henrietta Magnus, Henrietta Blackwood. Are we on the same page with that? I'm Christine. I make videos every Tuesday. I'm at XTINEMAY on Twitter and Instagram. I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye!